the same high school. We both grew up in Delco, and also we have a lot of the same favorite restaurants and food, and also are big Phillies and Eagles fans. I mean, I'm not even as big as Frankie, but I love him so much. He's been getting in my ear the whole show and saying, Jane, 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 Jane. And I love Kathy, who is our director tonight, because she too started in this business when she was a baby. You were, honey, how old were you when you, she was 21 years old. And when she was learning to, we call it punch the show, she'd be like, come on, Janie, come on, Janie. She would talk to me. She was so cute.
I love it.
This is something that she and I both said, did we make a mistake? Did we mess up this price? But you know what? As my sister would say, tough beans, it's on the air. No, we didn't. I've been staring at Adrian in these earrings because I'm going to quote the famous ballerina Suzanne Farrell, who has said, it is harder to stand still on stage than it is to do, 5 pirouettes and all these crazy fireworks of movement. This is that quiet moment on stage when everybody looks at you. This is my first beautiful earring. If my mom was here, she would have been buying this for every single one of us when we turned 21. And it has sold out to the last piece every single time it's been on the air. You are looking at Firelight lab-grown diamonds. Courtney and I were just chatting about it the other day, and we're just kind of figure out what Camille's going to need first. I mean, she's only 5 months old, so we have a time. But someday, these maybe I have to buy them for my grandbestie. It is a 1/2 carat total weight, which is just the perfect size. It's perfect for him, for her, for them, no matter who's shopping right now. It's customer top rated with a 4.5-star rating. And the last time they sold out, well, we had them on the air and they sold out last April of 2024. We brought them back at Christmas time and they sold out right before the holidays in 2024. It's been more than half a year to get them back in stock. And Frankie, right? They've been on fire since this finale started.
I'm not shocked.
I spent more on, and it was a higher carat weight, so I'm going to say that, but I've spent more on Firelight lab-grown diamonds and silver than you're getting tonight in gold. So I'm just going to say, run, get these. This is not a moment to say, this is a moment to get these and enjoy them and to celebrate what they are and to put them in your ears and sleep in them and go on airplanes in them and put your earphones on and never take them off.
Right.
Already in the yellow gold that is flying, but that's also 14 karat white gold. Since we didn't get a chance with these customer top rated earrings right here, talk about Firelight lab-grown diamonds before right now. Michelle, tell everybody what our fastest growing, biggest, most popular category of jewelry is all about.
It's our Firelight lab-grown diamond collection. You are getting 5 levels of clarity higher than even our diamonds from the earth. You're getting a diamond through and through that was grown from the seed of another diamond. But they're grown faster in the laboratory situation. So although they're 100% diamonds, not simulants, you actually are getting a finer product overall. So VS plus clarity, HI near colorless quality, you are seeing diamonds. Same chemical, physical, optical properties, the same chemical structure, the same crystalline structure, the same everything along the line, except for the high price tag in this case of, real diamonds. And you know what, if you could afford, I just want to throw a question out there. If you could afford to level up to diamonds today in solid gold, would you? And if the answer is yes, which I think most of us it will be.
Yes.
Now it's time to be a little greedy. You're going to be celebrating Christmas in July this weekend. I love this weekend's fun, and I love that.
We started already. It was
and coffee's coming in. It's just going to be great.
So $179.98 is our sale price. We have this at $36 on 5 easy payments, and I love that this is timeless. So if you're going to a bat mitzvah, if you're thinking about that 8th grade graduation next year, the college graduation, get them now. When my niece, who is now in Toronto Symphony and has 3 amazing children, when she was graduating from, I believe it was college, I bought her gold necklace a year and a half ahead of time during a Klondike gold rush because I knew I was not going to be able to touch that price. Let's also talk about the fact that you are getting one of the hottest commodities in the world. And you say, it's not just about getting better quality and it's not just about a better price. I know in my girls' generation, they are all leaning towards the lab-grown diamonds. They love it for the quality. They love it for the price. They love it for knowing where their diamonds are made or where they come
But
from.
at the heart of it all, and you and I talk about this all the time, it's not about selling diamonds or presenting diamonds. It's about marking a milestone, making a memory, you know, capsulizing time in a certain way that's going to be meaningful and memorable. I want fewer things, finer things.
Just because, like, this is like a moment right now where it is a Wednesday night. You're getting 14 karat gold, 4-prong setting with that clutch and the post in gold as well. I just feel like this is kind of a moment to say, yes, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to treat myself.
Absolutely.
Why not?
You know, Melissa McGough has such a beautiful stack on her earrings. She goes all the way up and around her cartilage.
Or a day.
A day.
A day.
See, a day'd be all over this. You know, and I'd be surprised if she didn't have a pair already.
But like when Adrienne came out and she had her hair pulled back and she had the Jennifer Miller necklace on,
right?
I went right to that. You know, when I was a dancer a million years ago, but when you were allowed to put the sparkly studs in your ears, that meant you got to a higher level in the company.
This. Yes.
So at Pennsylvania Ballet, the little ones weren't allowed to do it, but when you were allowed to get that first sparkly stud, so that's for any walk of life.
Marking a memory, marking a moment.
Just
marking,
loving it.
Yeah, a change in your world. And you know what? You deserve to live in this lifestyle. We didn't have lab-grown diamonds when you and I were coming up, right? If this option were available to you then, wouldn't you have purchased them? I mean, they're so bright and so sparkly. They're going to make you feel so beautiful. And this is what it is all about. It's about that feeling of wearing something real, something tangible. I don't care what mine things come from. I don't mind that it's grown in a lab situation instead of in the dirt. I know that I'm getting a diamond, and I'm getting diamonds that really truly are forever, whether they're grown in a vestibule or whether they're grown in the earth.
So fun, and it's really been one of the biggest hits of the day. We call this a hot pick. So just so you know, at QVC, what we do is we have
I'd pick it.
A lot of items throughout the day, and it's even harder when it is a jewelry day because we've done jewelry for 24 hours. David and I were here at midnight. We had a rock'em sock'em awesome hour. It was incredible, and you know, Rieres were all jewelry, and jewelry was all day long. So to be able to choose what? 6, 7 items out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of new and reorders to say, this is one of the big stars of the day. It is, and when I say it sold out to the piece, there was nothing left in its debut last April. There was nothing left in its bring back in December. We would have loved to have had this back for Valentine's Day.
And
we
thanks
would love
for your
to
nice
have
reviews.
this back for Mother's Day,
So
but I
sweet.
have an update. So if you would like to have the yellow gold where there's fewer than 350,
oh wow,
there's only 300 left in the white. And it's really up to you. But Michelle, can you help people kind of make that decision about white gold or yellow gold?
Well, honestly, you don't see so much of the gold. You see it more from the backside than you do face forward. So it really is not a big decision to be made, in my opinion. But choose what you think looks best on you. Do you like the moonlight? Do you like the sunlight? Which is more appealing to you? Maybe they both are, and you're double pierced. You could even have them crawling in a second and third pierce if you choose.
Right, let's put
but
those
it's all
side by
14 karat. See what I mean? It's all about the sparkle.
Yeah.
It's all about the rainbows, the brilliance.
I do see the warmth of the yellow
Do
here.
you?
I do, because I'm just such a silver
it's
lover.
Very subtle.
And I love colors. I love getting colors done. I love the cool and the warm. So if you have somebody that's having maybe their golden birthday, and that could be of any age. So maybe she's turning 14 and that's coming up on September 14th, or maybe it's my daughter had her 25th on February 25th. My other daughter was born on the 1st of the month. So she's like, well, I'll never have my golden birthday. I said, well, you had a really great first birthday party. That was fun. Even if you missed out on your golden birthday. But who's turning 50? Mary DeAngelis was talking about it the other day. Like, this is that moment to say, you're either my golden girl or you're my icy starlight moment, or just get what's left because this is flying. Oh, absolutely.
Great graduation.
Even if you're thinking about like Justin and Nick just got married, so that would be great for the grooms to wear maybe for that first anniversary coming up. It's $179.98. It is on Fire, and it is the only Firelight lab grown in the show. We have down to the final 200 in each.
Thank you, Jen.
Wow. So in your cart, click checkout. Thanks, Michelle.
Good to see you.
And then we have something that has been, again, one of our best sellers here at QVC. Just get ready for Phone Line Meltdown coming up next, however.